In Shazam 2, people are gonna have a lot of fun discovering how we're all using our powers together. And because, we've been in these bodies now for a couple years, we're getting used to our powers. We're getting used to having the mantle of superheroes. So it's a lot of different take on. Whereas in the first one, you see us like, whoa, oh my God, like look at us. Now we fully accepted it and we've grown into ourselves, and that just leads to other jokes and bits and just a lot of actually like really fun action. What I've been working on in this movie as far as character is because I'm a little bit older. You know that age when with like teenage boys when they start to get super rebellious and they start to have a little bit more edge to them. I've been playing a little bit more with that. So kind of the glitz and the glam of getting these powers is kind of done. Now we're seeing like this punk now. He still plays video games, but now he's given his family a little bit of attitude. So, and that mixed with the powers is like an interesting mix. From the beginning, it blew my mind because to be completely honest, it's just this Asian American kid who gets adopted by this family, and his powers aren't related to him being Asian. There's like no actual mention of it. So, and I remember when I was a kid, that was something that I was super insecure about because even in the comics, that didn't exist. I wanted to be Batman or Superman or any of those guys. So honestly, when I first read it, I was really excited to show more of an Asian American superhero. After the events of the first Shazam and after we beat Savannah, we have a lot of newfound confidence. We start to take on the well-being of the city and our family into our own hands. And we grow older, so we've gotten used to doing like, fighting crime and doing the best that we can, even though, as you guys will see, we'll make some mistakes, we'll mess up, and it's gonna test like our relationships. And I don't want to spoil too much, but there's events that will threaten the family unit, and you'll see how we get over it. What I really like about the use of magic in Shazam is that it is unique to the superhero universe. You don't see a lot of dragons and unicorns and like ancient powers come into play in a lot of other superhero movies. The fact that you're gonna see mythical creatures in a superhero movie, I think is a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't want to give anything away, but there are dragons and unicorns and and also, yeah, the ancient powers are also really cool, like the power of Axis and the power of the elements and the power of chaos. Super cool. Zachary, I don't know how he does it, but he always has energy. He's always pepping up the crew. He's one of the only people I've seen or that I've worked with that brings like a big speaker into work with him. And in between takes, he's playing music. And you'd think that, maybe that, it's hard to communicate or that's distracting, but it's actually the opposite. It actually like, it's like a war drum. It's like everybody, it keeps a certain tempo on set. And that mixed with Zach and he's always on. He's always being funny. He's always cracking jokes. And what I found is that it just keeps the energy up on set. And then he's just, he loves his character. So our femme fatales for this movie, man. First of all three of them are legends for completely different reasons. Helen Mirren, oh my God, I've been watching her since I've been young. Lucy Liu, she was heroine to me. And Rachel, she's like the next up and coming big thing. And they're all so lovely to work with. And I know that's like, you hear that all the time, but they're all just so experienced. I geeked out the first time I met Helen and Lucy in person. I met them like 2 minutes within each other too. So yeah, it's been awesome working with them. What I like about Shazam 1 and Shazam 2 is that it balances the intimacy with these big set scenes, these big set pieces. And I think that's what makes it so relatable. Again, we're talking about reality, and it's hard to talk about reality and realness when you're talking about the superhero universe. But what I like so much about this is that we have these moments where we're just sitting around as a family, joking, just like a normal family unit, and and then we'll be fighting dragons and riding unicorns in the next moments. And that's what I love about it, is that we have this contrast. and that we're able to capture that. Fans should be excited about SHAZAM Fury of the Gods because we're bringing back the same energy from the first SHAZAM. I think we are a breath of fresh air in the DC universe. Like we really we bring it. We bring it even though we're teens in 30-year-old bodies. That's what it is. It's just unique. Who does that? Who has that? Us. That's who. Watch SHAZAM 2, Fury of the Gods.